Good morning. My name's Nick, and recently there's been a lot of conversations about Destination Smokehouse that don't fully represent our history or what we stand for. Today, I want to speak directly to our supporters about Walter Johnson and his involvement with Destination Smokehouse. Walter was never asked to leave. The application to register the trademark for Tendernism was not filed without his knowledge. Walter was an early source of inspiration for me, and I've always been grateful for that. We've shared so many genuine moments together, talking about barbecue and bonding over the craft that we both love. These moments were filled with camaraderie and mutual respect. Today, I'm proud of Walter for having the courage to go after his own dreams. It takes heart. I respect anyone who chooses to build something of their own, and I wish him nothing but the best. The barbecue community is really small. Guys, we all know each other, and as small business owners, I feel it's our responsibility to support one another and celebrate the craft that brings people together through our food. It's always been about great food and the spirit of the community with barbecue, and that's what Destination Smokehouse will always stand for. We're grateful for the support of our guests and our team and the barbecue community. We will remain focused on moving forward with respect, positivity, and a shared purpose. Thank you, guys.
Hey, this is official Mr. Tendernism coming to y'all. You know, I just got off the freeway kind of late at night, but I want to know y'all come on my page. Official Mr. Tendernism, Walter Johnson. Yes, sir. Y'all come on down now. I'm the Tendernism original, not nobody else. The original Tendernism. Booyah.
It wasn't a dream. It really happened.
Hey, man, you tapped in with the failed athlete, but that don't mean you got a failing life. It's Coach KD. I appreciate everybody who decided to click this video and listen, man. Go ahead and drop a like if you're interested. If not, I understand, but hey, it's free. Listen, man, I want to talk about the OG, Big Unc Walter. Got to talk about Unc Walter, man. Grandpa Walter, man. Listen, we got to call a spade a spade. I mean, we've seen this whole thing develop from start to finish. And at this point, Walter has finally taken the steps to do his own thing. Now, it took people helping him, getting him out of binds, getting him out of contracts. And you know that old uncle. You know them old folks is stuck in their old ways, man. They just want to, be peaceful, and they want hugs and that type of thing. So we gotta call out the nonsense and the malarkey. We got to call out how everybody tried to warn Walter and let him know what was going on. I mean, we could clearly see the play from a mile away. Everybody could see it, but Walter had them white blinders on, and he just couldn't fathom that these good white folk would do him dirty. And that's cool. Like I said, old people are going to be stuck in their own ways. It's generational differences. It's generational gaps. And not all old folks, some old folks are very militant, but some old folks just want to die in peace, man. They just want to do their time here on this earth, not cause no ruckus, and just spread love, which is, hey, if that's what they choose to do, they choose to do. But we gonna ride for Walter regardless. And the owner of Destination Smokehouse out there in Marietta, California, shout out to Marietta, a growing city. A lot of people out there in the area don't get focused on enough, but that's where the restaurant is located out there in Marietta, California. Surrounded by Temecula, great wineries. If you out there, man, go take your lady out on a date to the winery. Good scenery, good vibes. Shout out to Marietta, right? You welcome Marietta for that free promo too. Destination Smokehouse, the owner comes out and he's begging and pleading. He's copping pleas, guys. Hey, I never wanted to hold Walter back. Walter always knew about the copyright. He always knew about the trademark. He knew what we were going to do from the very beginning. I don't fault anyone from getting their own business. I would never in a million years disrespect anybody who goes out there on their own and tries to make something happen. I mean, I'm an entrepreneur myself, guys. Just please support Destination Smokehouse. That's pretty much what it sounds like. It sounds like Destination Smokehouse is in the dumps. And you know, this guy, I can't think of what his name is right now. It's at the tip of my tongue. Nick, the owner, Nick. He wanted to be all in the video, all in the, you know, the background dancing and just inserting himself, trying to steal the juice, but you never had that juice. You never had that ism. You never had that sauce. You know, Elroy, mama's in the kitchen with the sauce. R.I.P. to Pops, R.I.P. to John Witherspoon, but we gotta call a spade a spade. He tried to siphon that good energy when, you know, Walter gave him the recipe. He gave him the game. These guys were a struggling coffee shop. And my mom has eaten at Destination. She said it was subpar at best. You know I'm trusting my Dukes. Now, she didn't have the ribs. She didn't have the brisket. She got the smoked turkey. You know, Mom, she try to keep it a little healthy. But she said, man, son, it's average. It's average at best. Average at best. And I said, damn, all this hype, you know, all of this extravaganza surrounding Walter, surrounding Mr. Tendernism, you know, he put that business out there to the forefront. And then people tried to take it. Then people tried to take his name, likeness, and image right from up under his nose. But that's cool, because we expected it. What we didn't expect was for Walter to side with them, right? But the more and more stuff went on, the more and more the exposure started to show face. Walter kind of changed his tune a little bit. And we was always going to be there for the old fart. You know, we was always going to be there for Gramps. That's our grandpa. We got to love him through and through the mistakes. And you know, we got to respect the elders and love the elders. You know, he never did right. I mean, Walter never did wrong by nobody. He just didn't correct them crucial mistakes. So, you know, we had to come say today, and we're going to look out for our people. It is what it is. But it's funny how the Destination is failing, and everybody knew it would fail. Everybody could see the snakes in the grass. We could see the leeches. Somebody said, well, Coach KD, it's his business. He's a shrewd businessman. He was just doing what he was supposed to do. No, that type of stuff comes back on you. It's a direct reflection of the business, and the business is doing poorly at this point. When you let go of the main attraction, when you do the main attraction dirty, people are going to not support your business. People was looking at him funny style from the very beginning when he blocked that 6 bands from Keith Lee. Keith Lee said, I need to give Unc a little something for his troubles. I know he back there slaving in the kitchen, hooking him up with recipes. Guess what? Them having that recipe don't even matter. Nobody's supporting. It don't matter how good that BBQ is. They was coming for the main attraction. They was coming for that sauce. They was coming for that sauce. And Walter had it. He's the uncle that you know and love. He's that old head playing dominoes at the family barbecue. We all could relate to Walter. We all have a Walter in our family. You know what I'm saying? That's why it hit home, man. And I'm happy for the people not supporting this business and kind of standing on morals. You got to do what you got to do. Stand on it. The business, you know, I hate to see businesses go down after they work so hard to build it up. But listen, you got to give credit where credit is due. That's one of the main phrases on this here channel. Give that man Walter his credit. Don't give him his credit now. Don't give him his credit when it's all said and done and you already got the rights to this man's name and he had to change names up. Shout out to the lawyers that was out there doing free work, out there making sure that this old head got right. Appreciate y'all coming together as a unit. Shout out to Cartel Bo out there in Tejas, out there in Texas, out there in the Houston area, making things go. Now, I hope Cartel Bo don't pull no fast one. I'm praying that he don't pull a fast one and do the same thing that Nick was trying to do. It's crazy, man, because I question a lot of the bodyguards who first stopped Keith Lee, like, nah, you can't see like, bruh, just I don't know, bro. Buck dancing for massive vibes, but hey, man, it is what it is, bro. You know, I just wanted to touch on this. I haven't touched on it at all. I've been MIA, period. But I had to talk about this a little bit, man, because I think it's good to see. You know, you don't wish bad on nobody. You don't want nobody's business to be decimated and fail. But that ancestral energy is real, man. And our people have been getting done dirty for years. Whether it be inventions that we've revolutionized and people have come and tried to stamp their name on it and act as if they did it. Nah, them days is over. That's why, regardless of him saying, hey, man, y'all leave these people alone. Y'all leave these people alone. These people are my brothers. We doing good business. Aside from all the buck dancing, we still couldn't let this go down. No, because we know you old and you don't know no better, and you come from that can't we all just get along generation. You come from that give me a hug generation, and it was some riders. I will never disrespect the riders of that time doing what they did for us to be able to have a voice today. I'll never disrespect it. But a lot of y'all just wanted that hug from them folks, and I don't want to say that's okay, but it was rough times, you know. People just wanted a little bit of peace. But we always been bucking the system. And that's why it's like, oh, no. We will continue to speak up on this type of stuff, and we will continue to ride when we see something is not right. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, man. Tendernism, doing big things, making videos with Ronald Isley. So contagious, touch me, babe. Making videos with legends. The legends done said, man, we done seen the story, we gonna put you on. The legends is looking out. While Nick is making videos begging and pleading for people to please come back to the business. Nick, you lost the sauce. You dropped the ball on this one. When people just try to tell you, stay in the background. See, if you was a smart colonizer, if you was a smart folk, what you would have did was you would have stayed your ass in the background and continued to benefit off of this cat. Well, nobody knew this place wasn't owned by him. But you had to show your face. You just had to ruin your own business, brother. You shot yourself in the foot and you ruined the business that you built. The irony, man. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, man. Like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the love. It's the failed athlete, man. I don't mean you got a felon life. It's Coach K Dizzle, man. We in here.